correct answer.
Yeah.
Uh, Anyone else want to answer this question too? Okay, we
May I?
got Muhammad Arifi.
Yes, Muhammad Tarafi. Good evening, everyone.
Hi.
Actually, uh, let me introduce myself first. I'm here, newcomer to this community. So, see you. Nice to see you all. Nice to know you all, everyone here. Okay, first of all, what I um, suggest and think about the definition of home, like as mentioned earlier, I think it's um, similar. What I understand, home is not just a building, but a home is such like situations, or home is like where a place where we grow and we are trained to be, I mean, from the child to the mature and to until the end of the day. I mean, this place is especially for our growth to be better persons, not just building, but the place how we are trained in that building, that place. So it's my opinion. Thank you, everyone.
You're welcome. Okay, we had Abi Shuhada Putra.
Yeah. Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
About my home. Home is the place when I was grown. The home is the place which is I will be back to there. And my home is not about only comfortable because my home is the complicated condition is also happen there because my home is having the offer offer than one character person. Like my wife is having the more different character with me, and there is having the many problem with my family, my child, my son, and other people, and so many problems. But home is always be my home. There is a main solution also. There's having comfortable time, even though there is also have the uncomfortable time. So I think home is not about comfortable place, yeah, because our life, I think when I live, so I will be brave to facing the many problems. So I think I have different opinion about home because my home is complicated, but this is my home. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, let's we start in second question. The question is, what are some generalization of observation about the role of parents? What your opinions? Hmm, someone have answer for this? Or Okay. Okay. Hmm, maybe I will try to answer this one. Some generalization or obsession of the role of parents. About my opinion about this option, about this question, my opinion is both decisions have a plus and minus. Being parents is not that easy too. We need work more harder than we should be, and yeah, we should spend more time with our children and everything. But being child free also have a good thing. The having having child also have also fun. That's it. We had Rere here.
I'd like to answer, yeah, but I'm not quite sure about my my answer. So, what
Yeah.
are some generalizations or observations about the role of the parents? I think as a parents, we should be a leader in our house. So we need to learn every day how to educate the children, because nowadays the children's more clever, so it's really easy to them to find the information from the sources from social media and something. So as a parents, we need to we have to be smart and don't be left behind. So we need uh, to learn about, yeah, a lot of things. So whenever the children need the answer, I mean, the children always curious about a new thing, and we can be like the first person that they will come, or they will ask the questions. So that's why as a parents we need to learn, so like every day. So you have to be smart parents. I think that's my answer. Yeah.
That was good answer. We had Muhammad Arifi.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much for having me. Actually, I'd like to add the some perspective to related to the rules of the parents. That, in my opinion, of course, we are sure that the rule of parents have or has the big rules in terms of the training of the childrens. The leaders of home are the parents. How this home, for instance, is containing the childrens, and how the children are will be trained. Of course, the role of this training or teachings at home are or under the parents. So the parents, of course, have a big role to uh, teach, to learn. And the point that I like to uh, and actually I'm agreed that the point the children and the parents are not encouraged. I mean, the parents are encouraged to not stop learning. I mean, every day, because the problems of the generations themselves are having a new problems. So the smart parents are how they can tackle the problems with the new method, or the new synergy to tackle the problems of the childrens. So thank you.
You're welcome, Muhammad Arifi.
Anak aku yang nakal sendiri. Anak aku yang
Eh,
nakal sendiri.
Hah?
Makanya nakalnya nggak dilakuin bersama orang lain. Oh iya kan kamu kan kegiatan itu at least dilakukan lebih dari satu orang gitu loh.
Okay. About the generalization is, in my opinion, parents always giving 60% or 19% of children in future. If if we're doing something bad in their childhood, it will be affect in their future. That's my opinion. So I think we can start in third question. Okay, the third question is, what factors contributed to toxic parenting and how does it manifest in behavior? Did anyone have answer for this? Mm, let's try. Anyone have answer for this question? We had Ajang Hidup podcast.
Uh, for me, the factor that contribute to toxic parenting and how does it manifest in behavior is because they are past, how their relation to their parents, like our parents with our grandparents. Is there any physical abuse or uh, something toxic from their parents, and it gonna be regenerational transmission of trauma will be effect to their children, their kids, because of the things that they get in their young age.
That was good answer. We had Abi Syuhada Putra.
Also, you have if from circumstance, condition, or environment. The worst environment is the condition. The second is the best choice as parents. Um, the first is we have to build some figure, the good figure, the best figure for children. Second is build some condition, which is the condition is the best condition in your home, in your family, because the circumstance of condition, it will be create, it will be built some correct for children. We need to give the figure and we need to give the good or the best condition in a family community like that to guarantee our children with the clothes, with the food, personality, behavior, or correct. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Abi. Do we have more answer about this question? Maybe we can. Uh, what? Susah juga. Do we have more opinion about this question, everyone? Mm, Oh, Miss Mita Shari, you have some opinion about this question or not? We had Sunshine here. Try to answer.
Okay, am I audible?
Okay.
Can you hear my voice?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so there must be identified and unidentified factors that would determine how toxic parenting can emerge in the way some parents nurture their younger generations or their children. And of course, I would also put some attempts in elaborating deeper further about how these kinds of factors could be not only accumulated, but even interpreted into some practical behaviors done by parents toward their children. One of the most related to internal factors. Example like parents being children by their previous parents. I mean, like by the grandparents. I mean, okay, probably there would be something wrong in the parenting because being a parent is absolutely not easy. It requires for somebody to not only unlock the accessibility, gaining more wisdom, and also lessons, educations on how to be wise in confronting the immature behaviors of the children's. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like normally people would require stable mentality to become a good parents, and probably these kinds of toxic behavior um, was how to say was transported from their parents before. Okay. And not only that, probably toxic parenting could also uh, be triggered due to personality. I mean, like sometimes, even though our parents somehow quite militaristic in building our personality, but somehow um, we tend to be someone different from what they have been instructing us over. Okay, so uh, apart from the guidance given, apart from how parents treat us, we also have our exceptional behavior. And this kinds of exceptional behavior could be positive and negative. And that's why sometimes internally, parents could not alleviate or reduce their negative internal behaviors themselves. Okay. And there are a number of external factors that could influence or impact parents in becoming more toxic toward the children. probably from economic factor. Okay, because I believe that even not only in Indonesia, the richest people is only consist of 1%. Okay, it's like Indonesia being controlled by 1%, the richest people. Okay, means that there is a growing number of poverty enveloping some layers within our society, right? Okay, and um, given such fact, I would say that uh, many households have been crumbling because they couldn't afford fund themselves, fund their family, manage the financial well. Okay, leading to a broken home, divorce, and something even worse than that. Okay, so yeah, for example, a more practical case is like when your parents coming home and still having like a bad boss or unable to fulfill the deadlines given. Okay, probably having something bad happening amidst the road before coming to house, and they would release this kind of negative mentality or how to say stressing emotions to the children because they couldn't how to say manage that emotion well. Okay, other than the economic, it would be about social pressure, I would say, because sometimes parents how to say it's like demand the children to become children of uh, those other parents. Okay, sometimes even they did it unconsciously, unintentionally. Okay, they do not mean to compare, but they also mean it for the purpose of how they can motivate us. Okay, so that we can move, doing something to change our current low versions. Okay, while being comparative is sometimes proven to be contributive to someone's development, but somehow it can also be the fundamental reasons why people become so inferior. I mean, like having no self-esteem, too low level of self-confidence, and hence so many children um, somehow fail to become how to say self-motivated adult. Okay, so I mean, like, yeah, from internal to external factors, consisting economic and also social perspectives, I would still say there are numbers of reasons that could induce such behavior, incentivize this behavior, negative ones. Yeah, but I will let others to speak up about them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sunshine. Do we have more opinion about this question? How about Mr. Adi? You have any opinion about this question? Okay, okay, I think we can go to next question. Uh, The question is, what is the extent of harm caused to children by toxic parenting and broken homes? What your opinion about this question, everyone? We had Mr. Sunshine again. Okay.
Okay, I like to spark how to say the enthusiasm. Yeah. I'm sorry, I do not mean to how to say underestimate or even intimidate others. Yeah, but probably it could somehow incentivize others' motivations, stimulating to speak up more. Okay. To begin with, I'd like to say that as I mentioned before, yeah, something relatable to mentality would also cause severe implications to mentality as well. And unable to control or manage our mental, it would lead to severe implications on number of fields related to mental, where stable mental fortitude would be highly required. For example, in terms of public speaking, on how to socialize with others, having toxic parents would tremendously decrease not only self-confidence, but the inability to communicate our ideas. Okay, probably somebody could be brilliant. And toxic parenting is not only happening in such a poor or poverty-like family, okay, but even in rich families where the parents would provide unlimited services or numerous courses to elevate the quality or the skills of the children, sometimes they will be more imposing to the life of their children, and it create number of skills children have, but somehow they failed to communicate, to bridge, to deliver it to public. Okay, because of having toxic patterns. Not only about social, but also about how to say about positive how to say positive view about their life. Okay, so sometimes they become easily get depressed. For example, like what's happening right now in Indonesia, Mario, okay, the child of the parents. I don't really recall the name, but somehow his father working in under the Minister of Finance, right? Okay, because it's not enough to supply wealth or how to say to fund our children is not enough. Okay, and this would lead to having more brutal or uncontrollable behavior, okay, unstable mental uh, for the children's. Okay, to what extent it would harm the children? Of course, they would not be able to, how to say, harmoniously separate between matters related to their work and their personal life. Okay, sometimes because some in so many cases, when and where the children successfully nurtured by the parents, successfully means that the parents can somehow empower the mental and also provide some spaces for children to develop their mental. Okay, um, these children would have an ability to show off in positive way to people. Okay, but this kind of thing would not be able to be obtained by the children's with parents that do not support them mentally. Okay, and it would lead somehow to broken homes. No, before that, that would be a number of cases happening. Okay, and something that become a practical example is how the father finally being fired from their job. Okay, which would be so privileged in my case. Okay, I feel like the extent of harm, finally, the child become how to say notoriously known as someone that how to say um, more vulnerable to physical actions. I mean, like doing brutality, physical brutality. okay, and it would somehow taint the names of family, and they will be isolated by their society, okay, and means that probably education quality will no longer be able to a coin or currency to save themselves in the future. Okay, I think that's what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sunshine. Do we have more opinion about this question? How about Ajang Hidup podcast? Do you have any option about this question? Okay, it's no answer too. We had Mr. Adibi.
All right. Okay, thank you, Mr. to give Jane. So I wanted to like give my opinion about this question actually. So the extent of harm caused by the children by toxic parenting and broken homes. I would say that first of all, um, you know, I think that gonna be make an effect to the children when the children gonna be like, you know, get some stressing, I guess, because you know, the toxic parenting can say that they're, you know, putting a high standard to their children and then make them, sorry.
Yeah, you can continue. You can continue to answer, Mr. Adib.
Oh, sorry. What's what? Hello.
Yes, you can continue your opinion. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I'm sorry. So I wanted to continue again. So and if oh, okay, the extent of that harm cares about children by toxic parenting, I guess like what I was saying before, it's gonna be make children gonna getting stressing, I guess, because the you know the parent gonna put some high expectation for their children, right? And so and that thing's gonna make the children gonna think that they cannot do the things to get the you know the expectation from their parent, right? And um and they're just like to want to like getting that the or the parent expectation to themselves with, and actually they cannot do that thing properly. So I guess I think that gonna make as the one of the extent of the harm cause the parenting toxic parenting. And then another thing that maybe gonna to happen when the children have to uh, toxic parenting, maybe it's gonna make our children have to like uh, uh, can be like a anxiety disorder, I guess, because with their anxiety, um, you know, it's make me it can make the children kind of do not have any make their gonna be like the okay I'm sorry, maybe that they are gonna do they cause an anxiety disorder, and next I think gonna be make children extend from of harm caused by the parent toxic is about to and self esteem, I guess. You can make like the children the confident about children is gonna be like maybe kind of down, I guess, and they see their stuff gonna to be gonna to like I'm so dumb, and they're not gonna to be confident to show themselves to the other people. Maybe I guess it's all for me, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Adi. Okay, that's all about the opinion about the broken homes and toxic parenting. We can start with next question. Okay, the question is, what coping strategies can a child employ to survive in a toxic family environment? Environment. Do we have any opinion about this question, everyone? Let's start. Mr. Hanafi, do you have any opinion about this question?
Okay, so yeah, good evening, everyone. I'm just joining the Zoom. Okay, I'm think for a while. What coping strategies can a child employ to survive in a toxic family environment? So basically, that family environment is the first environment that children have actually, because when the children are still young, they have um, they have learned from their parents actually. But the bad things that if their parents are really toxic, and even they have a broken family, it can make the children to be like have a bad characteristic. Uh, this way could be really hard for children to survive, because when their families are broken or are toxic, the way they improve, the children improve um, to the next future, like their growth is gonna be really difficult, because the first thing or the basic environments are broken or the foundations are broken. And as far as I know, like I have some kind of uh like friends, and they have a broken family, and they always they are always different from other people. um they cannot communicate well, and they tend to have bad communication skills, and they're not really good in relationship with friends. And yeah, because they don't have any good caring from their parents. And based on my opinion, the good way to survive from toxic family environment is the children should find other other people that help them. um it's not always about the psychologists or um good people, but they need to have someone who will take care about them. I mean, like, they need someone who can understand them. It's not always about their uh brother, sisters, or uncle or aunt, but someone's, even their friends or someone else that can understand them, like neighbors, like teachers, or anyone's. Uh, Someone around them, like friends or neighbors, should understand about these children, because the children's are different. The children's parents are toxic. So like neighbors, friends should understand them. I mean, like they need to pay attention to children that are their families are broken. Yeah, and also there should be someone who can make these children to live in a good way. I mean, like uh they need to take the children to the right persons like psychologists or teachers or consultant maybe. Yeah, because it's really dangerous for children who have broken family and their futures are not good, I think. Yeah, the future is uh gonna be like their parents is might be like their parents. Yeah, I think so. Okay, that's all maybe. Hello? Does my voice sound clear?
Yes, sound clear. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hanafi. We had
Okay.
Ajang Hidup podcast here. What your
Thank you.
opinion about this question?
So I actually want to know the answer also because this is one of my questions: how to coping strategy as a child employee to survive in a toxic family. Before I think the best way is to get out from that environment. Maybe you have to find a new home or new family environment that you make by yourself. But yeah, we cannot leave our family just like that. So I think the best way is just avoid taking responsibility for their feelings, our parents' feelings or need, the things that we think it's toxic for us. Maybe your toxic parent may use guilt to manipulate you into doing what they want. However, you aren't responsible for making them happy. Uh, of course, you want to make them happy, but sometimes the thing that they want is doesn't make you happy, and it's not your responsibility to always make them happy. Uh, you need to care about yourself, about uh, your feelings also. To avoid taking the responsibility, you need to speak up. uh, like if you don't like this, if you don't like the things that they want, you have your own way. So you need to be brave. But if you are too afraid to do that, as like the previous speaker said, you have to find the people that can help you to survive in this toxic family, to support you, to make you be more brave, to speak up about the things that you want, and to coping this uh, toxic family. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Ajang Hidup podcast. Do we have more opinion about this question, everyone? Uh, we had,
I did first.
yep, Mr. Sunshine. Oh, Adi. Okay. Sorry. Mr. Adi, you can start.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for the opinion. So, so the question is about what coping coping strategies that can a child employ to survive in a toxic family environment. For me, I would say that first of all, and first, um, you know, you can set boundaries between self and your parents. Just like have some argument with them and then they are impose you to um you know do that they are want to do in your position and just like you have to say that to deny that all of that they wanted it that they want but in but you should give a good reason so they are not gonna do cause you to do what they want to do. And then another thing that we can that chat can do is like turn the conversation into the positive way, I guess. Maybe that you wanted to like maybe that your friends like to give or say that they wanted or yeah maybe it's when you do some conversation that and it's not and it's like make like a negative vibe directly just turn up to the another positive ways to make that the problems gonna be made come a bit or yeah become biggerly and another things that we that the chat can do is like looking for it to this like from the kids just you can do handle like your me time or like make yourself do not have with can to heal with environment the toxic environment actually and then make yourself gonna be like you know I would say that um control and do not get into much deeper with the problem that happened with your parent and so okay, maybe that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Adi. Now we're going to hear opinion from Mr. Sunshine. You can start.
Wait a moment. Okay, please ignore if my image or videos is freezing. Uh, I hope that my voice is audible. Is it crystal clear? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I believe that the first thing that children need to do when it comes to uh, getting out of this kind of toxic webs and given the path would be get some revelation. I mean, not about you, but about enlightenment. Because sometimes being children means that you having no adequate amounts of knowledge. Okay, because children has the kind of capacity to to learn more. Okay, they still do not have a good mentality. Okay, means that for every operations given by parents that that was done to develop their skills, they would tend to see it as something bad. They'll perceive it as something that erasing their behavior. Okay, so that's why I want to suggest that for childrens it is really crucial for them to open up their minds. Okay, so probably they need to find somebody, as what has been said by some previous speakers. They need to be surrounded by supportive people that can help them in comparing and also evaluating what can be said and translated into something toxic or not. Okay. Until then, I mean, like until those children can evaluate in more wise manner Okay, I believe that the second would be about how to make a negotiation. Okay, probably it's too advanced for students to be good negotiator, but somehow when they were taught on how to make a lobby over unwise decisions coming from their parents, I believe that this kind of negotiation skill could be elevated, could be developed. Okay, probably there are some stages or gradual processes that should be taken by these children. Okay, how to somehow negotiate or bargain the quantity or the quality of the behaviors given or the treatment given by the parents. Okay. Yeah. So the first is about knowledge, and the second about community, and the next would be about the bravery. The bravery, because okay, communication is not easy, even for someone, even to someone that have been financially making us survive, right? Okay, older than us. Okay. I mean, like, to reminisce all the contributions given by them. Of course, it's not easy to tackle their opinions, right? Okay, it means that it's like proposing how you want to get scholarship. You should be eligible enough. Okay, you should be qualified enough in how to softly tackle, yeah, their treatments or suggestions that you would see irrelevant to your current demands or needs. Okay, I think that's my comment. Thank you.
You are still mute, Mr. Diki.
Ah, okay, thank you for the answer, Mr. Sunshine. That was awesome. Now we can start the next question. The question is there potential for intervention to address the negative effect of toxic parenting and broken homes? Do we have any option about this question, everyone? Mm, 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 mm. Okay. How about Miss Vera? Do you have any opinion about this question?
Yep.
Hmm, we cannot hear the voice. Okay, do we have any opinion? Okay, let's start with Ajang Hidup Podcast.
I actually don't know how to fix the broken homes or toxic parenting, but maybe we can go to the expert people like family psychologists to find how to fix this family. Is it possible or not? But it depends to the person in the family. Do they want to uh, how to say, fix themselves or not. Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Ajang Hidup. About my opinion about the broken homes. Broken homes maybe cannot be fixed, but yeah, it can be fixed. But as far it's still can work, we just can do what we can do. It is what it is because we cannot choosing where we gonna be born. If we lucky, we gonna born in happy family, like in some movie or something else. But if we have bad luck, we're gonna born in toxic family and broken homes. And in Indonesian, as far I know, about 60% family in Indonesian is in broken situation. Always in that. But in Indonesian, we see broken home is like something, how to say that? It's like something common for Indonesian family. It's like uh I don't know how to say that. People in Indonesian is how to say, they're very calm about that problem, and like they don't doesn't even giving care about that. And of course, the broken home family always causing something bad to the children, like the children from the broken family is always causing something bad in the society. Like we can see in the news, they using using blade each other, and I don't know, that very bad. It's hard to describe that. Okay, do we have any opinion about this problem? Hmm, how about Mr. Hanafi? Do you have any opinion about this question or not?
So actually, I'm a little bit not really understanding about these questions. The kind of period interventions or what?
It's about negative effect about toxic parenting and broken homes. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to answer this question, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, like there are some ways that could be interventions. I mean, like if there are some children who are their parents are toxic or they're from broken homes, could be some people who are in their experts. I mean, like psychologists or consultants who can help them to be better living. Yeah, like if they have a bad effect, like they have kind of bad behaviors or like of course a some of them, mostly children, if their parents are broken, they have a bad or bad behaviors, like they don't have any good attitude, um their IQ is lower than normal students, and so on. And this kind of issues can be solved by some experts, like teachers, like consultants, like psychologists, or the people who are expert on on their fields. Depends the children to what kind of problems that they have. Um, these interventions can be solved, can be done effectively um, if 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 the childrens are consistent, or they have um like they have promised to themselves that they change themselves. Even their parents doesn't care about it. But if the children are promised to themselves and they can make a change, they will change. So the effects of broken homes can be changed into positive one if the children have self motivations, and the people who help them also try to maximize their skills to help them, and they try to help them in like regularly. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So they have a yeah. So is there always been there's always been potentials to change their behaviors, to change everything bad into positive ones, because I see many students at my schools that they actually have broken families, and they're actually good after they have self motivations, like the teachers encourage them, and people like friends around them sport. And yeah, there's a lot of things that can make the children have self motivations, mostly that their friends actually, if their friends are good, so he or she will be good. The key point is the environment. Even their parents are bad. That's what I think. Thank you. Maybe, yeah, you wanna add more?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hanafi. And we have Mr. Sunshine here raising his hand. Mr. Sunshine, you can start.
Okay. Yes, I do believe that. Wait, yeah. Replying some text. Okay. Probably it's my camera is not really good. Probably I should stop it. Sorry to distract. Um, yeah, intervention, and the very first thing uh, somehow appear in my mind would be about government, and also the influence or the role of NGO, non-governmental organizations. Of course, that would be more massive and how to say comprehensive policies that could be implemented or applied by the governments in responding how devastating and how decreasing the level of obedience, or how to say um, sustainable marriage in one country. Okay. But basically, I do agree with previous speakers that categorize the interventions to a level of privilege. Okay, some people, some children are born lucky to have more mentally sustaining family. Okay, well, some of them need to have like self motivations to get out of that kind of webs. Okay, so there should be potential. There should be potential to having interventions. I mean, like to get off, to prevent negative effects to grow even bigger. Okay, some of the interventions would be about um, realizing that all of, I mean, like it is probably the negative effects of positive thinking. I'm not really sure about that. Because sometimes when people focus solely on how to think positively, they would always see the goodness. Okay, I mean, like the wisdom behind every uh, unprecedented events happening in their life. Okay, so for example, like all those um, negative treatments given by their parents when somebody have that strong mindsets on positivity, perceive that okay, something that doesn't kill me would make me grow stronger. Okay. And finally, yeah, someone who is built in a more negative way and can succeed, I mean, like can survive, they would be proven to have stronger mentality. Okay, rather than those people living in um, how to say mentally concerned family. Okay, because in so many cases, I found so many acquaintances of mine, mostly girls. Yeah. Um, for example, like they're never being how to say suggested in harsh way by their parents. Okay, and that's why they were born in spoiled manner. Okay, so when somebody talk in a bit louder volume, it would somehow, how to say, uh, intimidate them. It could make them cry easily. Okay, so yeah, I mean, like, try by looking to some positive meaning behind. Like, it's kind of internal intervention. And for external intervention, would solely relying on how the local, I mean, like the small scale of government would pay attention on how to um, infiltrate or doing something influencing to what's happening inside their neighborhood. Okay, so yeah, relying on NGO especially um, could be one of so many ways that proven to be effective. Okay, we need to teach those children to be a whistleblower, to be spokesperson, to be representative of those people who unable to speak up for themselves because of being intimidated by their own family. I think that's my comment.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sunshine. We have some opinion about this question from Mr. Magello Venice. Mr. Magello, do you can speak up? Okay, literally no answer. Okay, Mr. Nagelo in nasi goreng store. We can start in next question. The question is, what is your stance on the decision to become a parent or remain child-free? Giving your opinion. Do we have any opinion about this? Mr. Yudisha, do you have any opinion about this question? Okay, Mr. Yudi, Mr. Yudi not responding. Okay, we will.
Okay, I'm here. So sorry. I need to stop my car first because I'm driving my car now. Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you, Mr. Yudi.
Okay, about this question, what is your sense on the decision to become a parent or remain child-free? My sense, my sense on the decision. Yeah. From this question, we can take the conclusion that married life is not easy. So when we uh, when we uh, when we want to go to the married life, we have to be ready to be a parent. So so my sense and the decision, yeah, I wanna become I wanna become a parent because uh, when I decide to marry, I have been ready to be a parent. So I learn about married life, how to be a good parent, how to educate the children, something like that. So yeah, my sense on the decision, I become a parent. Yeah, that just me, sir. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Yudi, about your opinion. It's awesome. Okay, do we have more opinion about this question, everyone? Oh, I think, okay, there is Mr. Adi. Mr. Adi, do you have any opinion about this? Or it's just accident you click the raising hand button?
I'm sorry, I just an incident to click it.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay. Okay, I think about this question is we can answer this with by or personally. Hmm. Okay. I think if we adopting a child, orphan child, we can be automatically being step parent maybe. Do we have any opinion about that? Okay, I think we don't have any opinion about this. We can start with next question. Miss Dania, you can help me. Okay, the question is, what is the ideal relationships between a child and their parents? Okay, I think we have many opinion about this. Okay, let's start with Miss Vera. Do you have any opinion about this question? Okay, Miss Vera don't not answering. Maybe it's away from phone. How about Mr. or Miss Nihat Ashraf? Do you have any opinion about this question?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullah.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, in my opinion, the relationship between parents and child should be very friendly. I think they should be easily open to each other to discuss anything, but there should be boundaries that are set whereby a parent should behave like a parent in the home. So their opinion at some point should be respected, whereby they need to be a little strict on the children, but not to the extent where they instill fear in the children and they no longer open up to them, but instead start opening up to peers where they might not be safe with that information or can pick habits that are not good for them. So it should be both ways, where parents can listen to opinions of their children and children also are comfortable to listen to the advices from their parents. That's what I have to say.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nihat. Do we have more opinion about this question? Everyone? Hmm, relation, ideal relationship. We had Ajang Hidup Podcast. Miss Ajang Hidup Podcast, you can start.
This is my dreams, the ideal relationship with, I hope, with my parent, like a friend, but with respect. So why like a friend, which make me more comfortable to honest about my feeling, my emotions, and so I can trust and honest with them, but also with respect. Yeah, because my experience with my parents, we are not close, and so I always hide about anything, like about my feelings, what happened to me. I just tell them everything good happens without tell them like my bad day and anything, because we are not close. So I hope we can be more closer like a friend.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ajang Hidup Podcast. Do we have more opinion about this question? You guys can share your what? How can I say that? Okay, Mr. Abdullah, do you have any opinion about this question? Mr. Abdullah, do you have any opinion about this question?
Uh, for now, maybe not yet.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. We can start with the next question. The question is, in what ways do you plan to deviate or emulate the parenting style of your own parents if you were to have children? Do we have any opinion about this or answering? Let's start with Mr. Sunshine. Do you have any opinion about this question? Mr. Sunshine, do you have any opinion about this question? Okay, no answer. Miss Dania, do you have any any opinion about this question or nothing?
Yeah, maybe I will deviate my parenting style of my parents if I have a children, because yeah, honestly, I'm from a broken family, so I will deviate it. Maybe I will more, how to say, make a better one family than I have before. I will um, teach and build the confidence of my children, how to be brave, how to be confident, and not pushing them about anything that I want, but I most like ask them what they want and I support them and avoid the how to say uh yeah, avoid the negative statement to the children, something like that, and physical abuse also. So I would like to deviate my parenting style if I have a children.
Okay, thank you for the answer, Miss Dania. Okay, I think we can start with the next question. Okay, the question is, should individual with personality disorders, we allow it to become parents in your opinion? Okay, I think we have many opinion about this, but we should be. Okay, everyone, you can raise your hand if you want to answer this question, giving your opinion, opening your opinion about this question. Mr. Sunshine, do you have any opinion about this? Mr. Sunshine, I think. Oh, we had Miss Ajang Hidup podcast. You can start your opinion now.
Yeah, it's actually me, Dania. So I think this is an interesting question because like people who have the personality disorder, sometimes they cannot control they self. Like for example, people with bipolar disorder, they have mood changing. So sometimes they will be maniac and sometimes they will be depressed. And it's gonna be hard for them uh, to like, it's hard for them to control their mood. And if they have children and also become a parent, they have an extra extra work to to deal with it. So but they we are humanity, like they also still have a chance to become a children. The alternative way is they have to how to treatment themselves with their personality disorder to psychiater or psychologist, how to coping with their problems, personality disorder, if they have children and become a parent. So they have to treatment their self first, and then they can choose, do they ready for become a parent or not. It's like kind of hard to, as we know, like Marshanda, who has bipolar disorder. Yeah, she said that maybe it's better if her child with her husband after they are divorced, because she think that she still need to treatment herself. Yeah, maybe like that's for the example people who have the personality disorder who become a parent, but it is still possible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the opinion, Miss Ajang Hidup podcast. Do we have some some more opinion about this question, everyone? This is, this was interesting question, to be honest. Mm, Mr. Adi, do you have any opinion about this question?
It's me. Sorry.
Uh, do you have any opinion?
Okay. Thank you. I would say that I also like to agree with the previous speaker that talked about you know, the parent having to like a personal disorder, like bipolar or something or another things, they can to be become a parent actually, uh, because and they can like they can to make some deal with their children when they have a child when they have a child, and they can make some deal with maybe that you can just the parent can just say to their children like, I need some like space for myself. So when when that the things that like their personality about their problem with their disorder has to be like coming showing off when they have with their children. They can like to maybe give you know um make a the me time, or maybe like the can student do not have any much interaction with the other children. And that is thing the parent can say to their children if there are some things that happen with their self. You can just say that just because like to do not have any much of some interaction, so we can to like have a good mood. So after that, after the parent to coming back with their self, so they can to like have a good to talk. Maybe I guess from our thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Adi, for your opinion. That was awesome. Okay, we can start to the next question. The answer is, what is your most favorite memory of your parents? It's like something you remember about your parents in the past, of course. Do we have, do you guys have anything to share with us in here about you guys' memory in the past with your parent or something else? Uh, Miss Ajang Hidup, do you want to share with us about your vivid memory about your parents or something?
Yeah, maybe my best memory with my parents is was when I was in elementary school. My dad bring me to the music concert of Ari Lasso. So that's one of the best memory that I have. Because of that, I also a fans of Ari Lasso. It it's when I was in the grade 1 elementary school. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, that was awesome. That was awesome. Really. I'm a fan of Ari Lasso too, to be honest. Okay, do we have more opinion about this question? Miss Vera Susanti, do you have any opinion about this? You can share with us about your vivid memory with your parents. Okay, I think Miss Vera is away from keyboard or from phone. Okay, I will try to share my vivid memory about my parents. Um, I still remember when my mother, she chased me with a bamboo stick when she knowing me where I'm swimming in the river in backyard, and she know that because my neighbor saw me swimming in that river. yeah, that was fun. Okay, we can start with the next question. This is the last question, I think. Okay, the question is, for the last question is there anything you have yet to disclose to your parents that you would like to share? Okay, guys, do we have anything you can share with us in here? Mm, Mr. Sunshine, do you have to share with us? Okay, no answer. How about you, Miss Dania? Do you have anything you can share with us in here?
It's actually kind of secret things that we haven't told to our parents, but we have to share it in this discussion. Um, the the things that I have yet to disclose to my parents. Um, yeah, maybe I don't know. I actually want to ask them like how they are feeling because we are not close, so we never talk each other about what happened in our family. Like we just like okay, it's happened and yeah, just like that without like why, without finding why it's happened. We are not finding for the solution. We just like doing our life. It's other. So maybe if I have a time, I would like to have a talk with my parents, like about what they are feeling.
Okay, thank you, Miss Dania, for sharing with us in here. Okay, do you guys have anything to share in here? Anyone? Okay, I think okay. Hmm, there is nobody.
And how about you, Mr. DK?
Uh, okay, I will try to share my mine, right? It's it's difficult. It's difficult to be honest because I'm not very close with my family or parents. My parents just passed away in 2028 maybe. Uh, my parents passed away about 5 years ago. That's my mother. And my father was still alive, but we not close. We don't have any connection each other, and probably I don't like my father either. Uh, about family, I'm not very close with my family because uh, it's hard to share with. It's hard to share this because I I live by my own until today without a family, and I still survive without a family. Sometimes when I see someone with their family, with their father, with their mom, they're laughing each other, it's make me jealous because me and that kid are are the same human, but I don't have something that kid have. Yeah, something like that. But life life need to keep going on. Life need to be going on. That's all I can share about this. Miss Dania, back to you.
Okay, there is no one against want to share their feelings in here, maybe. Mr. Hanafi, Miss Vera, before we close our discussion. All right, so if there's no other opinion, I will stop to share the material and I will give you a feedback. The first is observation, similar with attention, awareness, and then alleviate means meringankan, coping, similar with managing, surviving, intervention, similar with mediations, stance means pendirian, deviate means menyimpang, and emulate means meniru. All right, guys. So we don't have a lot of people here, but we still need to take a picture of ourselves. If you guys can open up your camera. Mr. Hanafi, Mr. Sunshine, Miss Vera,